What's going on, everybody? Afflicted Gamer here. Welcome back to another Division 2 video. So in this video I want to go ahead and show you guys all of the skills that we have currently in the Division 2, as well as the different mod choices that you have to choose from, things that we did not get to see in the private or open beta. So if you guys enjoyed the video, drop a like on it. It's very much appreciated, and if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing for more Division 2 content. Other than that, let's just jump right in. So first up, we'll go from top to bottom. So Pulse is returning obviously from the Division 1. Let's go ahead and check out Pulse in the Division 2. So first up, you have Scanner. Scanner pulses the surrounding area for hostiles and visually highlights them on the agent's HUD, exactly the same as what it did in the Division 1. Second one is Remote Pulse. The remote is deployed at a set location and continually pulses the nearby area for hostiles and visually highlights them on the agent's HUD. So that's kind of cool that you throw it this time instead of actually just pressing the button, activates, and it kind of scans the area. Next up, we have Jammer, which is completely new, and this actually looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. The Jammer pulses outwards, overloading and disabling hostile electronics. This is something that obviously happened to us in the Division 1 and here in the Division 2, and we get to return the favor to our enemies, and I think that is what I will pick first when I unlock Pulse. Next up, we have the turret, which I found to be extremely helpful and absolute lifesaver. First up, you have your basic assault turret, which basically you can track any of your hostile targets and it will try to basically gun them down. It can be manually overridden, so keep that in mind as well. Incinerator is next. The incinerator turret is manually controlled by deploying agent to dispense streams of a flame in a forward-facing cone. So, flame turret returning from Division 1. Last, we have the sniper turret. The sniper turret fires high caliber rounds at manually selected targets. That's one of the best things I love about the skills in the Division 2, Seeker Mine, turret, drone, whatever. You can literally pick the exact target that you want to attack. Something that, again, we didn't have in the Division 1. Alright, the Hive, a brand new skill into the Division period. So, first up, Restorer. The Restorer Hive sends out micro repair drones that expand themselves to repair allies' armor. So, if you like to play the support role, maybe take a look at this skill here. Second up, we have Stinger Hive. The Stinger Hive sends out micro drones that attack and distract nearby enemy targets. Nice if you need to sneak through a big crowd of NPCs or possibly even rogue agents. Reviver. The Reviver Hive deploys small drones that revive nearby downed allies. So this will be similar to the med station that we had in the Division 1. You were able to put that down and that would actually pick up your teammates. So, nice. Booster Hive. The Booster Hive delivers a stimulant to nearby allies that increases their combat efficiency. I'm going to have to give that a go. I have not seen this yet, so I assume you will do more damage with this buff, basically. Chem Launcher. Now, we did get to check this out in the open beta, so some of you may be familiar with this. First up, we have the Reinforcer canister. Disperses a cloud of gas that repairs and reinforces the agent's allies' armor. Nice. Another support role. Second up, Firestarter. The Firestarter canister creates a cloud of explosive gas that can be ignited through explosives, weapon fire, etc. This was very enjoyable to use as well. I had a lot of fun with this. Brain, if you're watching this was a blast to use when we had our time in the open beta. Alright, Riot Foam is next. The Riot Foam gas canister fires a payload of sticky foam that immobilizes targets. So you shoot this at your target's feet or their legs, and it should hold them in place. I did find this to be a little bit on the weak side. We'll see if it received any form of a buff here now that the full game is out. I found that the NPCs could get out of this quite easily, so it won't be my #1 choice. Finally, Oxidizer. The Oxidizer canister releases a cloud of corrosive gas that damages enemy armor, skill proxies, and causes damage over time. All right, moving on down to the Firefly. The Blinder. Firefly blinds enemies that it passes over, causing them to be unable to function at full combat effectiveness. I love the sound of that. They have so many gadgets that do this. The Confuse grenade, when you get hit by that, it actually messes up your movement. No matter how hard you try to run or walk in a straight line, your controller or even on mouse and keyboard, you can't. So it'll be nice to do this back to the enemies in some way, shape, or form. Burster. The Burster Firefly attaches explosive charges to targets that detonate if two are in close proximity. So keep that in mind. You need to have at least two enemies nearby for this to work. Finally, we have Demolisher. The Demolisher Firefly damages or destroys enemy weak points, skill proxies, and environmental explosives. Environmental explosives. Sorry, I was just rereading that for a quick second there. So that should be pretty interesting as well. Okay, Seeker Mine, which is again returning from the Division 1. First up, we have Explosive. The Explosive Seeker Mine can be deployed to track down hostiles and explode on reaching close proximity. So send out your Seeker Mine and it will do the rest. Second up, we have Airburst. The Airburst Seeker Mine rolls towards its target and launches an explosive burst into the air, reaching close proximity. So pretty self-explanatory, and you guys get this little visual mini video on the screen as well, so you can see what it does. Cluster. This was quite a favorite in the Division 1. The Cluster Seeker Mine splits into smaller seekers and track down enemies, exploding when reaching proximity. Alright, the drone. Extremely helpful and extremely useful in all situations and scenarios, for the most part, in my opinion. The Striker. Striker tracks targets and attempts to maintain line of sight while continuously firing. So we finally have a drone, just like we saw in the Division 1, that will hover above us and shoot at our enemies. Thank you, Division Gods. Defender Drone. The Defender Drone attempts to deflect incoming bullets from a sonic emitter mounted beneath the drone. How cool is that? Oh my god, I can't wait to unlock all of these. Bombarder. The Bombarder requires that an agent set 2 points and then deploys a payload of miniature explosives between them. So you pick 2 spots on the ground and send out your drone. It does the rest and blows up your target. Finally, we have Fixer. The Fixer replenishes nearby allies' armor or can be manually targeted on a specific ally. So if you're in danger, you can go ahead and pull this out. It will heal you and your armor. Or if you're all good but your teammates is on cooldown, you can literally send the drone to your teammate and it will heal them. Last but not least, the shield. And from what I've seen so far, a huge improvement from the Division 1. First up, Bulwark. The Bulwark shield provides near full body coverage, but its bulwark means that only sidearms may be used while it's equipped. Now, other than the D3 FNC classified gear set in the Division 1, this is how our shield was basically for the entirety of the Division 1. So, yeah, it gets better from here on though. So next up, Crusader. The Crusader shield is a lighter shield that allows all primary weapons to be equipped while it's equipped, but exposes the agent's legs. So you can use any weapon you want with this. Your only weak point is your legs, and the shield is obviously not as strong. But the fact that you can even use a shield with any of your weapons, any primary weapon, is super, super cool in my opinion. Last but not least, we have Deflector. The Deflector shield causes incoming bullets to ricochet to a nearby highlighted target with a clear line of sight to the agent. Though not a full body shield, lack of a brace means that only a sidearm may be used alongside the shield. So once again, you can only use your pistol, your sidearm there, but this will actually fire, the ricochet rounds will bounce back at the enemies, and well, you basically take them out just with the shield alone without even having to fire a shot at times. Pretty interesting. I know definitely I will go for Crusader first and foremost, but yeah, these are all of the new skills and some of the returning ones that got a definite buff or upgrade, however you want to word that, from the Division 1. And I must say, I am quite happy and impressed. But anyways, guys, that is it for me. I am out of here. Let me know what you think of all of this stuff down in the comments section. Which skill are you going to go for first? Or if you're already playing the game, which one did you pick first? Do you like it? Which ones do you think you will main in the game once you reach level 30 or whatever the case is? I'm genuinely curious either way. Other than that, drop a like on the video if you did enjoy it. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter at AfflictedGamer. Other than that, guys, I'll see you soon in the next video or in the next live stream. Until then, take care and be safe out in DC.